Some people might not know this, but Aaron's got, it looks like Thor most of the time. Go on, just whip it off. Whip it off. Look at this. And look, and out the bun, come on. You have never seen hair like this on a man who can hide it so well.
And get it out.
Go on, get it out. Look at this. Where's that all come from? Anyway, yeah, can you tie your hair back, please? We're in a work environment. Right. Yo, welcome, Nick, Adam, Aaron. Oh. Everyone's very enthusiastic today, as you can tell. We're back at the rewire that Sam and Amy helped us on. So as you can see, it's been plastered. Most of it's been plastered. Upstairs hasn't, and around the bottom of the chases. So there is a few of the conduit, over conduit, we've actually got to sink in the wall a little bit more because the plaster couldn't skim over it apparently. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna hopefully we've got some of the yellow sockets that are gonna go around the fascia so they can plaster to it. But today's sponsor is Troubleshooting. Like I said in the previous videos, all the stuff that I've done on Troubleshooting before I'll put below. But obviously if you have not heard of Troubleshooting, it's a job management app that helps you schedule, organise, invoice, quote, all from your phone at work, and helps admin out a lot. So if you're thinking of signing up to Troubleshooting this month, if you sign up in November for Black Friday deals, the rest of the year will be free and then you'll get 50% off the next 6 months. You need to use the code BF2020, Black Friday 2020. I'll put all the details below where you can sign up and all the discount codes and everything, but now I'll give you a run around. So we're going to go around second fixing today. The kitchen can only be second fixed so much, and we've had a bit of a conversation, and the cables we all left that are going to be going in the cupboards, we left give or take about 1 metre on, didn't we?
Yeah.
On each cable, on this one, on this one, and this one, and we can only presume that the plasterer, that's right, has snipped them all short. Because we leave loads of length on it, so it makes it a lot easier for ourselves to terminate in the cupboards. And that's not how we left it. So I can't wait to start playing around with that. Water bonding's down. I've got the laser out already to go across. I've marked 700 out. I've got my downlight plan here. The lads, Aaron's going to give us a chuck again. Hopefully we can get most of this done in the day. What did I say last time, Adam, when I said that? If I ever say, let's try and get a job done in a day, when I put 2 days in for it, you told me to say, no.
No, that's what you said.
That's what I said, yeah. And I've just said it again. Thanks for listening, Adam. Anyway, so these are the 3 pendant drops. That's the heat alarm. Fuse board's going in here. There's all my cables. This old board can be cut off shortly. That's the solar panel one. So that's staying put. So yeah, I'm going to get this done. They're second fixing, and we're going to go around and show off a few of the different techniques the way to second fix. Adam's doing the old classico way with your...
There's loads left on this, I know.
So you've been using the Nipex strippers, and you're using your 701s? Yeah.
No.
Well, whatever. Aaron, I've given Adam the... Adam? Aaron? God, why is everyone beginning with A? Adam 2.0 as Adam keeps calling him. So, the strippers, we've got the Ideal strippers, which is the same as the Nipex ones. And then these are the ones that got sent to me. These are the Percival? No, not.
Fancy.
Yeah, I'll put the name on the screen. These got sent to me from Nipex Direct, and these are great for terminating, well, stripping ends of the cable off, terminating in boxes and whatnot. So Aaron's giving them a go. There you go, mate. And I've given him some side cutters. Ugh. Ugh, psychos. Obviously with this job as well, we ran all the neutrals down to the switches, so that's why there's quite a few cables there. Equally, there is here. Spotlights, this isn't getting skimmed. Smoke alarm, a couple of spots going in, across and down. This was the front door, which you saw previous time. They've moved it forward. Landing and, I think outside, socket, light, yeah. Socket. Then when we come up here, landing, bathrooms all done, we can stick some spotlights in. I didn't put any wires in for this at the time because it was just no need. I can do it upstairs. Bedroom, like I say, nothing's been skimmed. So that's the socket that Sam did. The plaster said there's just too much brick removes that he physically can't plaster it. It was such a bad chase. I completely agree. Right. For once, I say for once, it's been a while. We managed to get every single one cut out nicely, found the cable for every single one. So this is what I was on about if you watched the previous video. These two lights here don't actually quite match up with these two. We just couldn't get the measurements looking right because you've got the central divide between the dining room and the kitchen. It is what it is. The customer was happy with it. I always like things in a straight line, but that's what, yeah. So we've got the 6 lights here going on with one switch. We've got the 3 pendant drops, which the pendants aren't here. And we've got 4 here above the kitchen. 2 undercover light drops. There is no undercover lights going on for the time being. I just said to the customer, if he wants them in the future, we'll put them in now, get them out of the way with. We'll just block off the switch here because it's a permanent feed to the switch. So dining, kitchen, feed, undercup. So I can just leave that curled up out the way with the insulation still on, full well knowing that they're never going to become live. So yeah, lads are cracking on. Adam, how are you finding the Nipex thingy? This good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excuse me, it's burped at the same time.
That's what he's called me out.
Sorry?
You just called me out.
Yeah,
I thought you...
did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh well. One thing I will say.
Yeah.
See the terminal lugs here. I should have pushed these back. That one and that one. If you just get a screwdriver, you'll be able to bend them back in.
Right.
You'll be able to get. Adam, excuse me, I'm recording. Ever interrupt me. So Adam's had loads of fun because the plaster has filled most of the sockets up. So I'm going to tackle this one. We're just going to clean the edges up, get it nice. Obviously, you don't have to do this, but gives a cleaner finish. And we've just been running the Hoover around the boxes as well.
That's not doing that, right?
Yeah, do that. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get the kitchen done first, and just do room by room, and then hopefully get the board done. Anna's been antisocial because he's got an AirPod in. Go on, show us, mate. And do your little teabag hat.
You see my hair there, that's why. Oh.
Magic. Looks as bad as Aaron. Oh, Aaron.
No.
No, go on.
Yeah.
Some people might not know this, but Aaron's got, it looks like Thor most of the time. Go on, just whip it off. Whip it off. Look at this. And look, and out the bun, come on. You have never seen hair like this on a man who can hide it so well.
Get it out.
Get it out. Look at this. Look at this. Where's that all come from? Anyway, yeah, can you tie your hair back, please? We're in a work environment. Right. Right, I've got the brother out, and we've got a cable flagged, all the light switches up, so we know, future reference, like I've said videos before, for me or for anyone else. I have stripped back the undercovered light feeds because he has got them and he wants them fitted, but I'm just going to Wago them off at the moment and isolate it. So what will happen is all the neutrals will go together. You've got your feed in, your feed out, so that'll link from one side of the switch to the other, and then we'll just put bridges across the top of the commons. And the cable then feeding the circuits will just go straight into L1 on each one. Right, so we've got that stripped off, so that's our under cab feed, so we'll just link through live and neutral together, it won't become live. Link the earths out, which isn't a problem. Got an 8-way Wago for the neutrals, and we've doubled over what's going to be on our L1s, that's feeding the circuits. Feed out and feed in are not doubled over because they're going to have the link bridges through the top. I haven't got the switch, so I'm going to go get it in a minute and we'll put that on. Alan's cracking on with the lights. Aaron's doing the outside light switch. That was loud. But I'm going to set it up in a minute and I'll show you how I, using the new tools that we've got, how we start from start to finish, doing a socket, using the different strippers, the 2 different types I've got, and also these ones, the step cuts, what we are calling Gary. Right, so we're going around doing all that sort of stuff, but we come to this one and I'd left loads of tails, loads of length on these and marked the ends off of what's what. So obviously we've got a feed in, a feed out, 2-way and an outside. Sorry, this is not feed in, feed out on this in particular one, this is the last one on the circuit. But the problem is they cut all the ends off the plaster. There's obviously the plasters that have done it because we marked everything out as I always do. Typical plaster, but at the same time it's probably half my fault that I left loads of length on it. And they've obviously struggled. Anyway, they've ended up cutting it off, so this is a way I can show you how to figure out what's what. Because obviously I wired this up, I know that this is the last drop on the circuit. That is definitely, it's a 3-core on earth, that's definitely our 2-way for upstairs and downstairs. One of these will be the feed, one will be the lights above us, and the other one will be an outside light. So I'm just taking the lounge, what I've done So in here, so this is the amount of length I left on them. You can see that I've written on, it's a bit dark, you know, feed, wall lights and feed out. So that's a wall light each. One there, one to the left. So luckily, because I know from here it feeds there, I just literally linked out everything in a way, I think this is an idea. Linked them all out, and then for the outside light, I've linked out just live and CPC. So from doing that, with my continuity tester, so we got continuity there, no continuity there, oh, no continuity, sorry, my finger is touching it. So in theory that should be the outside light. That's nothing at all, so that should be the downlights above us, and technically all of these three should be connected through. Yeah, so it's our feed, outside light, and downlights above. Quick, simple way to figure it out. Obviously it's a little bit more complicated if you haven't wired it up yourself, but you can go through, bell out, figure out what you want to do. You know, if you're not quite sure what was the lounge and the feed and the outside light, just switch the connections over, make sure you know which one's which, go that way. Right, I'll do a little run through on all the little gizmo and gadgets that we've been using. So this is Gary, these are the step cuts. Jordan, the strippers, and we've not got a name for these ones yet. Adam, what are we going to call these ones? These are now James after CJR's apprentice. There you go, mate, you've got your own tool named after you. I'll probably pick the worst socket to show you lot, but hey, right, you're sorry? This is real life with Nick. Right, first of all we're going to use Jordan. Good thing about these is you can feed them quite far into the actual socket themselves. And that will just pull down like that. And obviously the old fashioned way, you can either snip across just like this, put a bit of pressure on it, not too much though, strip down, pull the earth out, pull the earth up, CPC, open her up, pull it down, snap it off. Right, got these the same length. That's where James comes in. So on the little teeth here, I put that in, that will then cut it off perfectly. Let's see if I cut a bit too much off, like that. On top of these as well, we also have a cutter. Also today we're trying out the new Nylon stuff. Very similar to the click range, curved edge, beveled, quite nice switches on them. So far, can't complain at all, to be honest. So you want to position that in so there's no copper exposed outside. Give it a good tighten. I want to bend these back, get a nice sweeping bend on them, like so. As we push that up and we push this back, I always push it back to bend the cables where they should be, double check that our terminal pins aren't going to be fouling through onto the cable. I've got a bit of plaster in this lug there, that one's okay. Yep. And there we go. Sorry about my dirty fingernails. Comes with the job, doesn't it, mate? Also, two things I want to mention. I've lost my hat. Yep. Can't find it anywhere. Hence why I'm not wearing one. Second of all, where is it? Here. So over the weekend, because I actually had, it wasn't the weekend, I actually had yesterday off, so today's Tuesday, I had Monday off to go do Christmas shopping with my other half, which was, well actually, because obviously we're in lockdown and the only supermarkets that are open are Tesco, B&M, The Range, so yeah, it was a quite nice day, but we also went and tidied the kids' room and get ready, chucking out old toys and everything, get ready for Christmas. And I found this under my daughter's bed. So I knew I bought two 25mm tapes, knew I did, and she'd obviously somehow snuck it out of my office and hid under her bed. So leave a message below if any of your kids, anyone's watching who's got kids that have always pinched tools or hidden stuff. Let me know what it was and where they found it. Yeah. So also as well. Sorry, I keep going around and forgetting to say things. For the first time ever, there's two spotlights. For the first time ever, there's two spotlights. So what I've done is set Adam a task. We've done downstairs pretty much. There's two downlights to go on the landing, but there's no measurements, there's nothing, there's just cable fed there ready. So I've asked Adam to go and measure them out, drill them out, put them in all by himself. So it's the first time ever he's got to make his own mind of where he wants them. The decision, it's all down to him. So we'll report back in a bit, see how he gets on. Right, another plasterer's cut this off again. So I've stripped it all back. What I've done this time, I've just twizzled all the ends together. So we'll have continuity between live, neutral and earth. Bell it through. And now, my cameraman is next door, so let's struggle. Yep, this isn't going to work. Right, I'm going to keep it a short and sweet video for this one. I've still got lots of stuff to do, and I've had another phone call. Customer that I worked for a long time ago, his dad's house has just been, his dad passed away with one of them, the house has been sold, and it's meant to complete Friday, being today Tuesday, yeah, it's Tuesday, and the property, they've got through all the stages, literally to the last point of completion. They go, oh, we need an electrical certificate. So I've got to go do the ICR tonight. I've got a meeting at 5:30, so once again I'm working late. It just seems to be the norm now for me, unfortunately. So we're going to do this till 5:30, jump across. So I'm going to crack on with the fuse board now. I've got the big trunk in, fuse box board. I'm not going to film this because I know literally the past 5 videos have all been fuse box boards. So yeah, so if you consider subscribing, that'd be great. And remember the Traderfy stuff for the Black Friday deals. I put all the information below at the previous videos done with Traderfy, and I'll see you soon. Bye.